In this video, we'll be taking a look at 5 MLB games happening on August 8, 2025, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 10 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 5 MLB games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Colorado Rockies versus Arizona Diamondbacks. It's the lid lifter for a 3-game National League West clash between a duo of squads already eyeing rebuilds next year as the Colorado Rockies head to the Valley of the Sun to tangle with the Arizona Diamondbacks at Chase Field on Friday night, pitting two struggling outfits against each other in a matchup where Arizona's slight edge in talent and pitching potential could shine through despite both teams' woes. As if Colorado wasn't already prime fade bait, Austin Gomber's been getting shelled with 41 hits and 20 earned runs over his last 29 innings, fueling 7 losses in the Rockies' past 8 games he's started, while the Diamondbacks, flawed as they are, sit a cut above in this basement battle. Arizona's Zach Gallen hasn't dazzled this season, but the one-time All-Star with Cy Young votes in 3 campaigns knows how to dial it up, giving them the nod to dominate and cover as favorites in a spot where the Rockies' road woes compound their overall mess. As our first pick for this matchup, the Arizona Diamondbacks to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Colorado's trended under with a 60 to 50 to 4 mark in 114 games, scraping just 3.72 runs per game overall, and a dismal 3.72 runs per game overall, and a dismal 2.96 as visitors for an 8.41 average total away from Coors. While Arizona's over at 54 to 53 to 8 in 115 contests, but boasts 4.83 runs per game for a 10.03 Chase Field average, yet 4 of 6 head-to-heads this year stayed low, and with the Rockies' bats iced on the road plus Arizona's lineup depleted, this one grinds out below the line in a subdued affair. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Tampa Bay Rays versus Seattle Mariners. The Tampa Bay Rays and Seattle Mariners lock horns in a crucial American League wildcard skirmish on Friday night at T-Mobile Park. Both squads jockeying for postseason positioning in a tight race, revisiting their earlier low-scoring series where just 19 runs crossed the plate over 3 games, setting the stage for another potential pitcher's duel between aces who've anchored their rotations all season. You could argue for either side here, and Seattle looked sharp sweeping the White Sox to kick off the week, but Luis Castillo's been the shakiest link in their stellar rotation lately, coughing up hits and runs that Tampa Bay's opportunistic bats could exploit to steal one on the road. Drew Rasmussen's emerged as the Rays' de facto ace with lights-out stuff, and with Tampa clinging to playoff hopes, they need to pounce on winnable spots like this against quality foes. Expect the Rays to grind out enough offense against Castillo while Rasmussen clamps down, snagging the upset on the money line. As our first pick for this matchup, the Tampa Bay Rays money line is our full game side pick. With both starters dominating in 2025 and that prior series averaging under 7 runs per game, this opener shapes up as another stingy battle. The Rays have trended under at 5 to 3 to 2 in their last 10 with a stingy 4 runs allowed per outing, while Seattle's at 5 to 4 to 1 over their past 10, yielding 25 runs in 7 home tilts lately, pointing to limited fireworks as elite arms dictate a low-output grind that dips below the total. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Red Sox versus San Diego Padres. The 2025 Major League Baseball season rolls on with an interleague clash on Friday, August 8th as the Boston Red Sox head to Petco Park to battle the San Diego Padres, where the Padres look to extend their recent dominance over Boston in a matchup that pits San Diego's home prowess against the Red Sox's road struggles, potentially turning into a pitcher's showcase under the California lights. San Diego's claimed 3 of the last 4 head-to-heads and swept 2 of 3 in their most recent series, series, stifling Boston to 2 runs or fewer in 3 of those 4 tilts, while thriving at home with a 64.8% win rate this season against the Red Sox's sub-45% mark away from Fenway, including losses in 2 of their past 3 road sets. The Padres boast a top-tier staff ranking 3rd in earned run average at 3.56 to muzzle Boston's bats, with Nick Pivetta dealing effectively in limited looks versus the Sox, contrasting Walker Buehler's recent Petco flop where he leaked 3 earned in 3.1 innings. All signs point to a comfy home win as San Diego's trends and arms overwhelm. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Diego Padres money line is our full game side pick. Boston's posted a solid .769 OPS and 107 WRC plus against righties over the last 10 days, but cracking Pivetta shapes up as a tall order, and with Buehler aiming to steady himself amid bullpens loaded with high-octane arms that could prompt quick hooks, expect scoring to stay capped. Pivetta's continued sharpness should keep things subdued, limiting the board to 8 runs or fewer in a tightly contested grind. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Toronto Blue Jays versus Los Angeles Dodgers. The Toronto Blue Jays cruise into Dodger Stadium on Friday night for an interleague showdown against the Los Angeles Dodgers, spotlighting a tantalizing clash between 2 future Hall of Fame arms, Max Scherzer and Clayton Kershaw, even if age has dimmed their dominance, in a matchup where Toronto's cohesion could exploit Los Angeles's inconsistencies for a sneaky road upset. This one's appointment viewing with legends on the bump, and while the Dodgers deserve home favoritism as Kershaw shows flashes of his old self fresh off a sharp outing versus the Royals, Scherzer at 41 appears a faded version, vulnerable to a Blue Jays squad that's hummed along solidly and steps up after feasting on the Rockies. Los Angeles' loaded roster hasn't clicked into wins amid erratic offense, stumbling through a shaky month that makes them unreliable as chalk, whereas Toronto's playing crisp team ball worth backing at plus money to navigate the challenge and snag the win. As our first pick for this matchup, the Toronto Blue Jays money line is our full game side pick. Toronto's relief crew kicked off the week lights out, blanking foes at Coors Field with a razor-sharp 0.69 W at IP and .111 average against over 8.2 innings, contrasting Los Angeles' pen that leaked 10 runs across 11 frames versus the Cardinals, making the total a puzzle but leaning low. Expect the Jays to scratch a few off Kershaw without the game exploding past 9 runs total in a controlled, veteran-led grind. As our second pick for this matchup, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Washington Nationals versus San Francisco Giants. The Washington Nationals and San Francisco Giants kick off a 3-game series at Oracle Park on Friday night, with the fading Nationals limping in at 45-69 overall and desperate to snap a skid, while the Giants, clinging to playoff hopes at 58-57, aim to halt an alarming 8-game home slide in a matchup that could hinge on shaky arms and opportunistic bats, turning this into a higher-scoring opener than expected. Washington's tank appears to be hitting empty late in the season, and backing Jake Irvin feels risky after he's been tagged for 32 hits and 19 earned runs across his last 31.2 innings, posting a 5.06 earned run average with a .259 opponent average over 69.1 road frames that leaves too many doors open against a Giants squad hungry to capitalize for postseason positioning. San Francisco's Kai Wei-Ting has scuffled in limited action with a bloated 13.5 earned run average, but this spot screams opportunity against a Nationals lineup batting just .242 with a .308 OBP and .383 slugging, backed by a leaky staff at 5.38 earned run average and 1.45 WHIP. Expect the Giants' .234 average and .312 OBP to scratch enough against Irvin, while their 3.65 earned run average pitching holds serve at home for a much-needed win. As our first pick for this matchup, the San Francisco Giants money line is our full game side pick. The Nationals' offense has mustered a .242 average with .308 OBP and .383 slugging, but faces a Giants staff that's clamped down to a 3.65 earned run average and 1.28 WHIP. Yet Washington's pitchers have leaked at 5.38 earned run average, opening lanes for San Francisco's .234 bats with .312 OBP and .377 slugging to pile on, especially after recent trends show vulnerability on both sides that could push this past the line in a lively affair. As our second pick for this matchup, over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.